Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Najwa Faryhah Binti Muhammad Suhaimi. I am from IC 1105BB and my matric number is 2019444124.
Hi, my name is Nurul Fahada Binti Johari. I'm from class CIC 1105BB.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Ainnur Syuhada Binti Nisran. I'm from IC 1105BA.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Hanis Binti Muhammad Syafek and I'm from IC 1105BA. My matric number 2019-37-3876.
Introduction. Banking is a risky business and various risk variables including credit, market, liquidity and operational risk has been highlighted as critical to ensuring that the bank's position remains maintained despite the industry fears recovery. CIMB Group is the second largest financial service provider in Malaysia after Malayan banking Maybank. CIMB Islamic is a Malaysian Islamic bank that provides creative, comprehensive and Sharia-compliant financial solutions for investment banking, consumer banking, asset management, private banking and wealth management.
I will explain about the risk in Islamic finance. As everyone knows, a financial institution is an institution that involves money and there will inevitably be some risks that may be incurred in the future. This is because financial risk can be occur due to economic crises over time, which are likely to change in financial market. The broad perspective on risk and its management are embodied in the overall goal of Islamic law or Maqasid Sharia. The principle of Maqasid would imply taking all the precautions to safeguard future and present wealth. As risk in economic represent the probable loss of wealth, it is not desirable in itself from an Islamic perspective. From Islamic perspective, the economic activities is not judged by their inherent risk, but by whether they create wealth or add value. In Islamic financial institutions, the term get rich quick scheme are not exist. Any Sharia compliance must bear the risk either a lot or little in order to ensure the fairness between the contracting parties. Islamic financial institutions face certain risks associated with specific business model and Islamic contract. The risks arise from the Islamic finance which are compliant with Sharia must be addressed by the Islamic financial institution and include in their assessment risk management system.
CIMB Group is a significant Asian universal bank, a leading corporate advisor and also leads the globe in Islamic finance in the area of bank. The headquarters of this organization are in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. They provide services like consumer banking, commercial banking, investment banking and Islamic banking and also asset management. CIMB Islamic is responsibility to ensure that the CIMB Islamic product itself functions based on the correct Sharia parameters and this action is controlled by their Sharia advisory teams. As a banking institution and also as an entity that are managing everyday business transaction, CIMB Islamic Bank also will not acceptable in facing various types of risks. So let's look what risks that CIMB Islamic Bank face and how they plan to manage. First risk that they exposed to is credit risk. So what is credit risk? Credit risk is the possibility that the contracting party may not fulfill its duty to pay the borrowers on agreed upon conditions. On behalf of CIMB Islamic Bank, they have their own plan in managing this credit risk. First plan is they develop their own credit risk policy framework. They have also put together a team that's in charge of managing the group risk. Other than that, in order CIMB Islamic Bank to maintain their portfolio of credit risk, they have diversified their portfolio into various according to country, industry, market sector, product, customer segment, and duration. Early action in carrying out periodic assessment through early warning signs, watch lists, and also frequent post-credit checks on the quality of granted loans. Those are all part of credit management risk take to minimize the potentials of credit loss at the beginning. They also set another teams that will cooperate with the teams from Group Risk and Compliance Committee to monitor and set the credit risk direction to the high level with their strategy, which is known as the Board Risk and Compliance Committee.
Market risk. Market risk can be defined as any change in the market value of a trading or investment exposure as a result of change in market risk variables such as benchmark rates, currency exchange rates, credit spreads, equities price, and commodity price, as well as their related volatility. Market risk management is assessed by taking into account the risk connection as well as market exposure in terms of volatility, concentration, and maturity. The Group Risk Committee ensures that the group's risk exposures are within the risk appetite agreed by the board, with the help of the Group Market Risk Committee and Group Underwriting Committee. CIMB Group uses the Value at Risk framework, in which value at risk indicates the words project loss in portfolio value under normal market circumstances over a certain time span at a given confidence level. To calculate value at risk, the group used a historical simulation technique. Equity risk, benchmark rate risk, foreign exchange risk, and commodity risk are the four key categories of market risk to which the group is exposed. Each business unit leader is responsible for any market risk that falls within his or her purview. Annual backtesting of the historical simulation technique is undertaken to guarantee that historical simulation provide an acceptable estimate of market value at risk.
Islamic Financial Service Board define liquidity risk as potential loss that arise from their inability to meet their obligation or to fund increases of assets. It is either in difficulties to get cash at reasonable cost from borrowing or sale of asset. Both sources of risk are critical in Islamic Bank. For CIMB Islamic Bank, they define liquidity risk as inability of their banking institution to meet the financing needs. It is either for the present or the future. Liquidity risk in CIMB Bank arise from the mismatch in time of the cash flow. And the most important thing, liquidity risk metrics occur in CIMB Bank are under stressful and business as usual scenario where there are liquidity gaps and cash flow profile mismatch. To manage the liquidity risk, CIMB Bank is using liquidity coverage ratio and net stable financing ratio. Both methods are quantitative methods. This is to ensure that CIMB Bank is hold sufficient high quality liquidity asset and able to withstand 30 days liquidity stress scenario. Furthermore, their objective is to meet cash obligation at cost-effective and accurate manner. In addition, CIMB also created a group liquidity risk management policy as the primary reference for conducting the liquidity risk management.
Now we proceed to the operation risk. Operation risk is a non-financial risk. This happens when there are inadequacies of internal process, manpower, and system that causes the risk of loss. In addition, operational failures come from external factors or poor internal management make the banking system exposed to the operation risk. CIMB is able to manage operational risk under non-financial risk management and FRM. Preparation of an operational risk framework by the first line of defense to manage their operation risk. And FRM acts as a consultant with the group to provide operational risk and reporting expertise to senior management. They also provide challenge and assessment of building a first-line defense operation structure. Thus, risk oversight was expanded by NFRM to cover the risk of business continuity management, fraud, and technologies. CIMB Islamic Berhad also have SRM, which is Sharia Risk Management Unit under the NFRM, which facilitate the process of identifying, measuring, controlling, and monitoring SNC risks, in the group's Islamic banking operations and service easier. Other than SRM, CIMB Islamic Berhad also have ORM, which is Operation Risk Management. Function under the NFRM CIMB groups is responsible for providing tools and various processes to manage operational risk. And lastly, CIMB Islamic Berhad established a subcommittee, Group Operational Risk and Resilience Committee, GORRC, with the same function. Now we move to suggestion. In order to ensure the smooth and procedure and operation of the bank, CIMB needs to be equipped with infrastructure and risk management capabilities to identify, measure, monitor, and control all specific risks in the financing and financial system. Next, bank regulators need to have specialized skill in assessing the level of risk exposed as well as knowledge of the risk they monitor. Thirdly, CIMB needs to be competitive in the pursuit of new technologies because it will help banking productivity and efficiency increase. The stability of CIMB Islamic Berhad system will be guaranteed if they perform effective control and supervision. Lastly, a proper government framework must be designed by bank regulator to assess the appropriate level of disclosure to achieve effective and transparent oversight. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, the purpose of risk assessment and management process is to take appropriate action to reduce likelihood of risk occurring. As for the CIMB Bank, they use enterprise-wide risk management framework as an approach and reference to reduce risk effectively. The risk management and internal control system are designed to manage risk exposure within the risk appetite set by the board to achieve the group business objective. The system provides reasonable assurance against the occurrence of any material misstatement, loss, or fraud. That's all from me. Thank you.